There's nothing wrong with serving the public with products that are going to work for you, that are going to help you. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel bad at all for that because nobody's forcing you to buy it. If you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, then don't worry about it.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. I really appreciate you watching this podcast. I really do. Because without you, I wouldn't, what am I going to do without viewers? What am I going to do without people who listen and people who rate and review and people who download? So thank you. I absolutely mean that from the bottom of my heart. At the time that I'm recording this, it's the end of 2021. And it has been another great year for you and for Code Red. And we at the time right now, I just checked, we have 12,000 people in our Code Red network, which is our Code Red app. It's our network where you can go, which is a total one-stop shop. No ads, no algorithms, no censorship, nothing bothering you, nothing like there, it's no social media. It's a one-stop shop, and it's just all things Code Red. So I'm really excited about that. It's been a good year, and we're plowing ahead to 2022. Okay, guys, I thought this would be hilarious. I mean, not hilarious, well, kind of hilarious, because I'm always amazed at what people are wondering when it comes to Code Red. So today I'm taking the top most searched questions about Code Red. And I'm answering them because, hey, listen, I'm looking right at them right here. We have a knowledge base, and it has answers to every single question. And it has at the top the most popular articles searched. And so I'm going to talk about those. I'm just going to read them right off of here and give you the answer because it's hilarious to me. Evidently, this is what everybody is wondering. This is what people are wondering. What the heck? The answers to these types of questions. And if that's what people are wondering, that's what people are wondering. So I'm going to answer those questions. And then also I'm going to go over to Google, and I'm going to Google what is the Code Red lifestyle, and I'm going to read the good, the bad, the ugly that people say about the Code Red lifestyle. So let's get started. The most popular question in our knowledge base that people search for. Are you guys ready for this? I'm sorry, but it's, can I have popcorn? And I'm not making fun of you if you've ever wondered that. Of course, I mean, a popcorn is a seed, a grain, and a vegetable. Popcorn is all three of these things. And I used to believe, and if you look at, I mean, I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube at this time. And I've been doing YouTube since, 2005. I think that was, so it's been quite a while. And my earlier videos, before I started the Code Red lifestyle, before I had gotten fat, before I had realized that you can't out-train your diet, before all that stuff, I used to eat popcorn. And I still eat popcorn now because I'm in maintenance. And in maintenance, you can pick and choose. There are ways, it's not prison. You can have what you want. You just do it strategically. And so I love popcorn. And I understand a lot of people love popcorn. And back in the day, in the earlier day, I would say you can have popcorn because it's a low calorie, snack. Well, number one, on Code Red, we don't even say the word snack. We definitely don't snack, and we don't have popcorn. So the answer to the question is no, you can't have popcorn. Not while you're in weight loss mode. It will slow down your weight loss. It will slow down your weight loss, and it has no nutritional value. What is it? What's low calorie? So what is it doing to heal your body? The Code Red mission statement says, we choose foods that heal. We believe that food holds the power to heal or poison. We choose foods that heal. Bottom line. And popcorn is not a food that's going to heal. And if you're metabolically broken, If you're pre-diabetic, or you got high blood pressure, if you got high triglycerides, or if you've got a waist circumference over 40 inches for a man, over 33 inches for a woman, if your fasting glucose is over 100, these are metabolic markers of health. If your blood pressure is over 120 over 80, this is not good. If your A1C is over 5.7, you're metabolically broken. You don't need to be eating popcorn. You need to heal your body. So that's why we eat meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and fat. But we don't eat popcorn because it is a grain and it is not going to do your health any good. So during weight loss mode, we have you stay away from anything that is going to be devoid of nutrition, and it's going to stall your weight loss and it's going to set you back. Popcorn is definitely going to be one of them. The next most popular question, what can I add to my coffee? I get it. I love coffee too. It's a great question. What can I add to my coffee? Look, by the way, these answers are in our knowledge base because we understand, we know that people ask these questions. So I'm happy that you searched for these answers. So what can I add to my coffee? When you're in the 10-pound takedown and on Code Red, although we don't believe in consuming dairy, because dairy does slow down your weight loss, and people over the age of 5, we no longer produce the enzyme lactase to break down lactose, and we're the only species that drinks milk of another species, and we're the only species that continues to drink milk after we've been weaned. So we don't believe in dairy. However, we do allow people to have a very small amount of heavy cream or whipping cream in their coffee. If you prefer to have that, and you can add a little bit of the pure organic stevia that from my website. If you want to look that up, you can go to coderedlifestyle.com/Amazon, and you can see what I actually have vetted and approved for the products for you to use. And raw organic non-GMO stevia comes with that little baby spoon. That's something that if you want to sweeten your coffee. You can also, if you're in the challenge, we want you to move in a direction of better. So if you're in the 10-pound takedown challenge and you used to have the Torani syrup, regular Torani syrup in your coffee, we want you to move to sugar-free Torani syrup. You know what I'm saying? We want you to move in a direction of sugar-free. Walden Farms makes sugar-free creamers. There are a lot of sugar-free alternatives out there, so we want you to move in a direction of sugar-free. If you get a home study program, we're going to up the ante even more, and so on. I will say that if you have heavy cream or whipping cream and you put that in your coffee, and as you get closer to goal weight, more than likely you're going to have to cut that out. I've never actually seen anybody reach goal weight while still drinking heavy cream or whipping cream. Dairy is one of the things that stalls weight loss at some point in most people. That's what I've seen. But those are the things you can add to your coffee. We just want you to, they do make sugar-free French vanilla, International Delight, different companies like that. They do make sugar-free alternatives. And before you start saying, well, I tell you what, this sugar-free has got some chemicals in it. Listen, really, Karen? You're talking about the chemicals in something when your blood pressure is freaking 186 over 100 and you're 322 pounds? Really, Karen? You're going to talk to me about chemicals? Really, Karen? I'm just trying to get these people out of the drive-thru and into the kitchen. All right? Don't give me that bullcrap, your bullcrap rant about chemicals, when I'm just trying to get people in a direction of better choices. Sure, I wish we could all grow kale made and grown by the tears of the Tibetan monks. And I wish we could all have a farm and raise our own beef. Of course, that'd be great. But that's not realistic in today's society. So yes, I don't mind you using sugar-free products because it is better than what you were using before. So those are the items that you can put in your coffee. What is Carrie's oatmeal recipe? Carrie, as you guys know, is my sister and the COO of Code Red. She's been COO for 4 years, and she has oatmeal, and that stands for no oatmeal. We call it oatmeal, and it is made of chia seeds, flax, and nut milk. And what you do is chia seeds are great because they become gelatinous when they become wet, and they help move through the intestinal tracts, and they bind to toxins and help pass them out your body. They're pure fiber. And then flax is pure fiber. And then you add a nut milk, which is healthier than regular milk, we believe. And you let that sit and you let it activate, and the chia seeds will become gelatinous, kind of like the inside of an aloe vera plant. And you can even I know people that make those up they make them up ahead of time, like a week in advance. They put them in little mason jars and they screw the lid on, and you can eat them for a week. It's absolutely amazing. So oatmeal is really great. That's a replacement for oatmeal. That's why we call it oatmeal. You can add a little bit of Cristy's approved stevia in there if you want it to be a little bit sweeter. That's what I do. I don't like it without a little bit of sweetness to it. You can put berries. You can put blueberries or raspberries in there. It's wonderful. You can put some walnuts in there. It's wonderful. It's really, really great. You can warm it up. You can eat it warm. You can eat it cold. It really is awesome. And I love the texture of oatmeal. I really, really do. It's kind of like tapioca pudding, if you like that texture. So that is, you can look that up on our knowledge base. As far as the amount of flax to use and the amount of chia seeds to use, you can use whatever the amount is right for you. I don't know if you are a 300-pound linebacker listening to me right now, or you're an 86-year-old grandma with a broken hip. Everybody's different, so everybody needs a different amount. That's why I didn't say 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon, 1/2 a cup. I don't say that because I don't know how much you need. Everybody's different. Everybody needs a different amount. That's why you want to get a home study program, so you know how many calories you need per day. All right? If you have a home study program or an old custom program from the past, you know how many calories. Therefore, you know how much oatmeal to have. If you don't know. Get a custom program. Get a home study program. What can I add to my water? This is the 4th most popular question. What can I add to my water? There are 3 Cristy-approved electrolyte replacements that you can add to your water. The first one is Caged Muscle Hydrocharge. Caged Muscle Hydrocharge, and that's spelled KAGED. If you go to coderedlifestyle.com/KM, you can look that up. The discount code for that is CodeRed15. And that's going to give you 15% off your order. And the great thing about Caged Muscle, my buddy Chris Gethin owns it. And the great thing is they honor that discount on every single order. So you don't have to, like some of our affiliate partners, they only offer that discount on the very first order. And it's really frustrating. It's frustrating to my rebels. It's frustrating to me. So the first one is Caged Muscle Hydrocharge. Hydrocharge. They have different flavors. They're coming out with new ones all the time, and they are absolutely delish. You can put any amount of you want in there. You can put a scoop every bottle. Some people put 2 scoops in every bottle. Shake, 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 and it tastes so very good. Plus, it does replenish the electrolyte. The second one we approve is Redmond Relight. Redmond Relight from the company Redmond Real Salt. And Relight, spelled R-E-L-Y-T-E, Redmond Relight powder, is an excellent, very, very, very potent electrolyte replacement. When I really, really, really want to pull out the big guns for my electrolytes, I get the Redmond Relight powder. It's incredible. And it has per scoop, it has 1,000 milligrams of high quality sodium, 500 milligrams of potassium. I mean, it has all of manganese. It has, it's just incredible magnesium. It's incredible, incredible product. The problem is it is potent. It is potent. So some people feel like they have a mouthful of seawater. And I don't think that's true, but some people do. And when I was hiking through the Grand Canyon in May of 2021, I used Redmond Relight powder in my water because I really needed to keep up the electrolytes, because that was a 9.5-hour hike, 26 miles, 6,000 feet of climbing. It was extremely intense, so I needed the good stuff. They also have Redmond Relight Immunity, which is half as potent, but still at excellent quality. Code RED15 for the discount on that, 15% off, same thing as Caged Muscle. And then the third electrolyte replacement is the Ultima. Ultima comes in a variety of flavors. If you go to ultima.com and you use the discount code RED, I believe, you do get 10% off. So those are the 3 Cristy approved electrolyte replacements that you can add to your water. I can tell you right now, I would not be able to drink my water without something in it. I really like Cage Muscle because it's really affordable, especially after the discount. Redmond Relight is a little bit more spendy. However, it's more potent. I mean, you're getting 37 milligrams per scoop of Redmond Cage Muscle Hydrocharge, but you're getting 1,000 milligrams of sodium with a scoop of Redmond Relight powder. So yeah, I mean, of course it's gonna taste a little bit thicker in your mouth because it's really potent and it's high quality of Redmond real salt mined from the salt mines. Remember, I went and toured them. I got to see for myself. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you go to order. Like what do you like? And we do send out sample packets so you can be able to sample it before you buy. But that'll give you an idea. One of those 3 products: Cage Muscle Hydrocharge, Redmond Relight Powder, or Ultima. Why? This is the 5th most popular question searched in our knowledge base. Why do I feel like I have the flu? Okay, when you first start Code Red or you come back to Code Red after being off the wagon for a while, you're going to go through a detox period. Anywhere from 4 to 7 days, maybe longer, depending on how bad you were when I don't want to say bad, but like how bad you were before you came to Code Red. I mean, if you're going from 5 Pepsis a day down to none, you're going to feel pretty crappy. I mean, depending on how bad the detox is going to be, that is going to determine how long it's going to take to get out of your system. And depending on what you were consuming before coming to Code Red. So normally, for the average person, day 8, they wake up and they feel fantastic. Day 8, you wake up and you feel fantastic. But through day 7 and a half, 7.99, you are gonna feel like you have the flu. You're gonna feel pretty most people feel really, really crappy. Fatigue, headache, nausea. You're just gonna have you could have some pretty severe symptoms. I know a lot of people talk about coming off of sugar the same way they come off of drugs. Sugar detox is, the brain lights up in the same area when the brain sees sugar as when a heroin addict sees heroin. So, I mean, sugar is very, very powerful, and coming off of sugar is intense. What about caffeine? On Code Red, we do allow 2 cups of coffee a day, no more than 350 milligrams a day. And if you are drinking a whole pot of coffee, or you're doing a cup in the morning from Starbucks and going to caramel macchiato at 2 o'clock, you're having a ton of caffeine all the time. You're very habituated to it. You're going to want to come down off that caffeine. Personally, as someone who loves coffee, I have done caffeine detox before, and it ain't pretty. You don't want to be around my house when I'm doing that. So I feel horrible for 3 days. It's awful. It really is awful. And I always get mad at myself. And I say, Cristy, why do you do this? Why do you drink so much caffeine? And then you got to come down off of it. If you drink 5 Pepsis a day, like I said, and you come down to none, it's going to be nasty. It really is. You might be sweating. You might have heart palpitations. You might be dizzy. You might be really tired, fatigue for sure. And if this is happening to you, you have to hang in there. It does get better. It does get better. Make sure that you keep up your water, that you sleep a little extra, and you keep up that sodium. High quality sodium. Of course, we prefer Redmond real salt. If you just add a teaspoon for every gallon of water, you're going to be fine. Shake, shake, shake. You're not even going to taste it, and that's going to really help ease those detox symptoms. Keep that in mind. It's not and remember how you're feeling before you go off the rails again and order Domino's pizza and go be stupid with your food and retoxify yourself. You're going to have to go through it all over again. Don't forget what it feels like. A lot of people forget how bad it is, but that is very, very, very common. The first week on Code Red is absolutely miserable for most people, but you can do it. We've had almost 80,000 people come through our program in the past 5 years, and they've done it. You can do it too. You just have to push through. here's something kind of funny. I looked at Google, and here's what somebody wrote an article about me. It's so funny. What is the Code Red lifestyle? This person wrote, I wish these guys would interview me before they would say that Code Red is a high-fat, low-carb diet. Yes, that's true. The Code Red emphasizes a plant-based diet. I used to believe that back in 2017 when I wrote my Code Red Revolution book, but I do not believe that again. I do not believe in plant-based diets. I believe that we need to have a meat-based diet, and meat needs to be the staple and the main food consumed, meat and fat, protein and fat on Code Red. It says here, all vegetables are allowed except potatoes. That's actually not true. If they would look at the food lists, I do put a couple of restrictions on a couple of different vegetables. Cristy says that fruits are a no-go during weight loss as they contain sugar that can spike insulin. No, I say fruits are a no-go on weight loss because they stall your weight loss. And ain't nobody want to stall weight loss. Somebody else wrote about me, said here, a review. The Code Red Revolution isn't anything new. And this is true. I mean, there are no new ideas. Similar to Atkins or Eat Fat, Get Thin. This is true. I know Dr. Hyman, and I actually was approved for an internship with him a while back. And so, yeah, I love the book Eat Fat, Get Thin. It changed my life. And so I have gleaned a lot of knowledge from a lot of different people and books and seminars and workshops and places I've gone around the world and stuff over the last few years of being in this industry. I've been in this industry 26 years. It's all about giving up carbs. No, that's not true. Yes, you have to give up your pancakes, your French toast, your croissants, your oatmeal from the McDonald's drive-thru. Right. You're not going to want that. That stuff, that's not foods that heal. But vegetables have carbs in them, so we're not anti-carb. We're just anti-inflammatory foods. So normal healthy foods like beans are out. Beans are not healthy. Legumes contain lectins, which is toxic to the body. Most people cannot digest beans. Why do you think they have to soak them overnight, cook them, cool them, reheat them? Because they contain lectins. You can look that up and you can see for yourself that lectins are toxic to the body. Here it says, can you drink alcohol on the Code Red diet? Yes, you can. Whiskey, rum, or gin? No. No. I don't know who said that. This is the India Times? No. I don't know what you're talking about, indiatimes.com. But no, you can't drink alcohol on Code Red. That's going to slow down your weight loss. And alcohol is metabolized in the sugar. In the liver, it turns to sugar. It's absolutely not good. And I don't allow that. I don't know why they said that. What are they thinking? Is Code Red worth the money? Definitely worth the $47. And of course they say, but I cannot commit to their coaching because all they do is peddle products to their followers. Yeah, I do suggest products for people that ask. I do have a set of products that I have vetted or that I have created myself that I know people are going to use. See, the thing is that people are going to buy it somewhere. And they have asked me for these products. Cristy, do you have a blank? Cristy, do you have a recommendation for a vitamin D? Cristy, do you have a recommendation for a magnesium? Cristy, do you have a recommendation for a sleep aid? Yes, they ask me. Clients ask me for these things. And these are products that I use myself. Cristy, do you have a product recommendation for measuring spoons? Do you have a product recommendation for a protein powder? All these things people ask me. And so I was making money for other people. I was always sending people to other products. So why not, why not make a multivitamin myself? Why not make a sleep aid myself? Why not make a stress support product myself? These are things that I was already sending people to other products. And so I guess peddle products to my followers. Yeah, I am gonna tell you what's available to you if you need it. Nobody is holding a gun to your head, forcing you to buy these things. So it's up to you about that. And somebody else said, how many calories are in the Code Red diet? Everybody is different. Everybody needs a different calorie allotment. every single person. It depends. There's so many things that it depends on: gender and your height and your current weight and your your ethnicity and, if and how much muscle you're carrying, how much fat you're carrying. There's a lot of things that go into figuring out how many calories a person needs every day. And the word calorie just elicits a visceral response in people. And it's really sad because the calories aren't bad. You have to have calories to live. But there's a lot of factors you need to consider on how many calories you need to take into consideration when you try to figure out how many calories you need. And that's where I come in. That's where the home study comes in. And that's where if you want to take the guesswork out of how many calories, how much water, how many grams of protein, how many grams of fat, how many grams of carb, what should my goal weight be, Cristy? That's where I can help you. You're going to search for it somewhere. You're wondering what it is. You might as well go with someone like me who has been in this industry 26 years. I know the game. I understand it. I've been fat before. I have a proven record of success. Yeah, if you need it, I have a home study program that takes the guesswork out of things. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with serving the public with products that are going to work for you, that are going to help you. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel bad at all for that because nobody's forcing you to buy it. If you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, then don't worry about it. My products are superior. My coaches are superior. My programs are superior. They've worked. They're tried and true. I know it works, and more importantly, I know it doesn't. And you do too. You do too, because you've tried all those other bullcrap programs and they don't work. Or they do work for a little while, but you gain your weight right back. And that's just not the way. We don't believe that because we don't have a weight loss problem in this country. We have a weight regain problem. And Code Red is committed to preventing the weight regain. So I'm sorry this person thought that I was peddling products. I'm not, because I have a ton of free resources out there for you, just like this podcast, like my Instagram, like the app is free, like my YouTube channel that has over 1,000 videos on it. Lots and lots and lots and lots of free resources for you to be able to get the weight off and keep it off. I have a lot of programs for you. So if you're interested, go to coderedlifestyle.com/APP, set up a free account, join the Code Red Network. If you're sick of social media, you don't worry about it. You can be on social media if you want to look at your new granddaughter's baby picture. But if you need help and you are sick of being sidetracked by other ads like the Betty Crocker ad, then come to the Code Red Network because we have no ads. And we have no algorithm, and we have no censorship. And it's a really great place to get everything you need, a one-stop shop where we love you, we care about you, we want you to succeed with real food, water, and sleep. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun? I know. The top most asked questions in Code Red. Who would have thought, right? I know. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of help, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.